Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you might have known, I went to Los Angeles recently, the beginning of December and like last couple of days in November. I went right after Thanksgiving, and yeah, I kind of wanted to do like a little story time, I guess, since not really story, but just kind of talk about my trip a little bit, because I tried vlogging and I got a little bit of footage, but not a lot, and definitely not the best parts. So I just wanted to talk about it, and I'll put in the clips that I have and like pictures that I think are really good to share after I talk about each day, you know, so you can get like a little timeline visual going. I went the end of November, like I said, with my friend Olivia. We left on November 28th. We were supposed to get there at like 10:15 a.m., but we actually got to the airport and we had missed our flight. Not really missed it, but it was too late for us to get on because we had a bunch of luggage that we needed to check, and they weren't taking checked luggage on that plane anymore. So we ended up waiting until like 9 o'clock-ish until the next flight going to Los Angeles, and we got on that one luckily. We ended up getting there a little bit later, but it wasn't a big deal. The flight was super easy. It was a little bit bumpy, but you know, whatever. We got to Los Angeles and the weather was beautiful. We rode back to my friend Stardust's house, which is where we were staying while we were in Los Angeles. We were staying with her man Demetrius, and her dog Mason, and it was so great to get to meet her in person. That was like, it was amazing, honestly. You just feel like you've been friends forever and you're reuniting, so it's not even weird. You're just like, oh, hey, what's up, you know? It was so great. And that night we just kind of were tired, so I think we went and we got dressed up and went and got food really quick, and that's about the extent to the journey for that day. So I think we just kind of like hung around that night. Olivia had some homework to do, and we were all just kind of tired from traveling, so we just decided to kind of hang out. And yeah, here's the video and or photos of day one.
I'm just gonna make that face and everything. We're boarding! We missed our first flight, but here we go!
I don't know how you guys do it, man.
Alright, the next day we have November 29th. I have like an itinerary here that I had made for myself, because before we went, when I found out that we were going to go, I knew just that I had like people online that I knew from Los Angeles. Like that's one of my main places that I have like followers, you know, one of my top cities. So I was like, I need to take advantage of this opportunity and meet up with as many people as possible and like work together. So I posted that I wanted to work with anybody who else wanted to work while I was out there, gave the dates, and whoever reached out to me tried to fit in a time that worked. So I pretty much got my schedule packed. The 29th was our only free day that we had, so we decided to go to Venice Beach. We kind of had a late start to the day. I think we left at like, I don't know, 1 and then got to Venice Beach by 2. But so we went out to eat, we had really good food, walked around. It was also kind of rainy, but it was on and off, so it wasn't that bad. And yeah, Venice Beach was so cute. We went to a Buffalo Exchange, and this is the shirt that I got for myself from the Buffalo Exchange near Venice Beach. I don't think that it was in Venice Beach, but yeah, it was obviously close since we walked there. But I thought it was pretty cool. And the back's also cool. And then I also got a shirt for Andrew too. Got some cool pattern. At first he was a little like afraid of the pattern, but I think he's fully embraced it and he loves it now. So, and we went and got sushi as soon as it kind of started raining on us, and then we grabbed a Lyft and drove back to Stardust's house. And then I think that was the night that we went and got dinner with Stardust and Demetrius and had some really good food and really good desserts, and then went back to the house and pretty much just like passed out in a food coma. So yeah, here's the one video and probably like one photo that I got from Venice Beach. Day officially number 1 of being in Los Angeles, and here's Olivia. It's very windy. We're getting ready to go to Venice Beach, and yeah, we're waiting for our Lyft driver. Alright, so now we're on Friday, which is November 30th. That day we got up. It was me, Stardust, and Olivia, and we got an Uber and went downtown. And we planned on going to this museum, but we ended up just really not having that much time. So we were just kind of like walking around. I think we stumbled into the Grand Central Market, if that's what it was called. But it was really cool. It just had all of these kind of different shops. But we ended up just kind of like running short on time because I had to be in Chinatown by 5 p.m. and I think that we got there at like, I don't know, like 2:30 or something. There just wasn't that much time. So we ended up just kind of like walking around fast, sightseeing and everything, enjoying the weather and the scenery and whatnot. We did, however, stop in the last bookstore, which was really cool. It was just gigantic with like records and so many books and different cool, I don't know, decorations, I guess. It was just really interesting inside, so if you're in LA, you should definitely stop at the last bookstore. Then from the last bookstore, we just walked down to Chinatown and we went into like a market and looked at all the cool different foods that they had and different spices. And then we went over to this place to grab some food really quick. I just got some spring rolls and a smoothie. And then I went over and I got to do like one of my favorite things ever. I was so excited for this moment. I got to shoot with Miracle Eye. So I have been following Miracle Eye forever, and Larissa I feel like forever too, who is the owner of Miracle Eye. And so I've just always been like a huge fan, totally in love with the brand. And it was like an absolute dream come true. Larissa was amazing, the shop was amazing, the clothes were amazing, and yeah, I was pretty nervous at first, not even gonna lie, but we went in, or I went in first by myself. Olivia and Stardust went and got some tea, which was amazing tea. I think I got like a lavender bubble tea. So good. But yeah, so I went over, met with Larissa, we just kind of got things started. She put some freckles on my face and a little bit of blush and whatever. And yeah, we just got to it. We did a ton of vintage clothes that night. First, we just did like the studio shoot in their store, which normally they don't have open. They have open by appointment, and then they have like sometimes special events where they'll have it open. So I got to go in the store, which was really cool, and see all the decorations and like the whole racks of clothes, which was beyond amazing. Yeah, so I did a bunch of like vintage clothes for them that night, and after that I think we got done at like 11 o'clock. Larissa was like hauling to a show right afterwards. We didn't realize that we were gonna be that late, but you know how it goes. It always ends up going later than you think it's going to. And yeah, so we were all pretty tired, just like exhausted. Took an Uber back to Stardust's house, and I'm pretty sure that we just chilled for the rest of the night. Like, I was dead afterwards, and I think everybody else was too. But yeah, I think I got some pretty good video and like pictures that day, so I'll pop those in here.
Okay, so yesterday I did a really shitty job of vlogging, so today we are taking two. We're trying it again, and we're in the Grand Central Market. Yeah, Grand Central Market. We are just walking around, gonna go to Chinatown today. Stardust is here. She's on the phone with her mom, and yeah, so we're gonna try to do a better job of vlogging today.
So right now we're in the last bookstore, I think this is called. Yeah. And it's pretty amazing. Stardust. This crazy thing. Stand it there.
Oh, you're not supposed to touch it.
Oh yeah. Beautiful pants, miss.
Yeah, Demetrius has great taste.
Super cute. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just am looking at the itinerary again, and I know for sure that we went right back to Stardust House after that and went right to bed because I had to be up at 9 o'clock to meet with Daniel Warholy, who's someone else who I've been like waiting to shoot with forever. I feel like it's been like 3 years now or something. I remember I was 18. So yeah, you do the math, going on 4 years now. That I had been waiting to shoot with him anyways. Now I finally got to. It was great. But yeah, anyways, we were getting up early, and you know, when you're shooting and you're a girl, you have a lot to get ready for, so it's like a process. So I had to be up pretty early. So we went to bed as soon as possible that evening, and I was up on the 1st, which was Saturday, bright and early, 9 a.m., met with Warholy, and we hit up a Starbucks, and then we went to our first location. We had quite a few locations that we had in mind to shoot at. I brought like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 different outfits. I don't think that we used them all, but yeah, I did bring a couple different options, and we just kind of picked like what we thought went best with each location. I like started off the day strong with vlogging on this one, but by the end it was totally gone. Like, and when I say gone, I mean that was the end of it for the rest of the trip. That was the extent of my vlogging. So first we went to Ferndale, which was really cool, and we just got some shots in some different, like, you know, wooded areas there, which was nice. And then we headed to Griffith Park, and then we went to Melrose, I think, and walked around. And then after that we went to Universal Studios, which is where Daniel works, so that was cool. We got some poke there too, which was good, or I got poke. I don't think that Daniel did. But yeah, it was great. It was so fun to shoot with him. He had some really great ideas. Oh yeah, and so we went also to Amoeba Records. I totally forgot. But while we were there, I got this record. Alice Cooper, I got Easy Action, or so I thought. It even says Easy Action on like the inside of this record. If I could get it out here. Like even on the record, it says Easy Action, if you can read that here. But I got back to the house after shooting that night, and I showed Stardust, and she was like, "Oh, cool, you should totally put it on." And so I went to put it on, and I was like, "This is weird. This is not the first song on this album." I was listening for like a little bit longer, and I was like, "This is not the album at all. This is Killer on what I thought would be Easy Action." So I don't really know what happened there, but it was unfortunate because I already have Killer. I really wanted Easy Action on vinyl, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be that day. At least I still have the album cover, which is cool, and everything. We got some really good pictures anyways. I took a little bit of video so you guys can see a little bit of the day, but then, yeah, there was no more video after that, so I apologize. But there are some pictures, so enjoy the last bit of video here.
So today I am finally shooting with Daniel Warholy. Woo-hoo!
I'm doing back and forth, just paying attention to the camera.
Yeah,
and the freeway.
and the freeway, yes.
Goodness.
We're driving. And first we're heading to Ferndale. Woohoo! We got a list here. We're gonna go do some shooting, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. We're on the second outfit now. Where are we, Daniel?
We're in Griffith Park. We're going up to the old LA Zoo and hopefully over to the merry-go-round where Walt Disney was inspired to make Disneyland.
Yeah, so we're just shooting around. It's pretty nice out. It's a beautiful day.
Very beautiful.
And yeah, we're getting some cool pictures, so
Oh yeah.
see you later.
Let's do it.
on the merry-go-round that inspired Walt Disney to create Disneyland. And the GTO is shot in front of here, so we're gonna do some photos after we're done with the ride. Woo!
Pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you want to.
Cute.
They don't check your ticket when you get in there, like if you're over there.
Right.
Are you vlogging it?
Yes.
So then after shooting with Daniel, I grabbed a lift back to Stardust House from Universal Studios, and we started getting ready because we were going to go out to a bar called the Monty that night and see my friend Breezy do some go-go dancing, which was amazing. So we met up with Breezy at the Monty and danced the night away with her, and it was absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, I had to be up early again, so we didn't stay out too long. And once Breezy was done dancing, Stardust, Breezy, Olivia, and I all headed back to Stardust House and crashed there. So now we are on December 2nd, and we wake up all pretty tired from the night before. Breezy and I have to get ready and meet at Amoeba Records at like 1. So Breezy and I went and met up with Christina and Jonathan at Amoeba Records, who both work for Diversified Arts, which is like an entertainment company that does interviews of bands and creative people. So I was getting interviewed that day, and Breezy was as well. So we met up with them and we headed over to a park where we did an interview. And then once we were finished with the interview, Breezy asked if I would do some modeling for her shop, Breezy Sweets, and of course I had to say yes. That's like another dream of mine. I freaking love Breezy and everything she does. So that was truly an honor, and the photos turned out super, super cute. Here's one of the prints that she sent me from our photo shoot that we did that day. It was super fun. So after we did like the interview, I did some modeling for Breezy. We all headed downtown and got some pizza at this pizza place, which was really great. And then we headed over and tried to catch one of their friends' bands that was playing, but we actually just barely got there for the last song, which was unfortunate, but it was okay, you know, like we tried. So but then after that, it was the night of the Starseed magazine release party, which is a kind of like groupie culture magazine that Stardust has started, and it's featuring like bands and artists and creative people, which is really cool. So we were having the release party that night at the Rainbow Bar and Grill in Hollywood. Once we went over and realized that we had totally missed the set from the other band, we just went over to the Rainbow and started getting ready because I was dancing along with Olivia and Breezy as the Bettys that night for the party. So we went over to the Rainbow and we went upstairs, started getting ready, just had to like change our outfits, put on some makeup and get all glittery and whatnot, ready to party. Ended up being so much fun. The party was amazing. I felt like it was some kind of magical Soul Sister reunion. Like I felt like everybody that I've ever wanted to meet was there. No, honestly though, like everybody was so nice, and it was so great to like be in the same room with all of these people that I feel like I've known for so many years, and then they're like all of a sudden there in real life, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's you. Yeah, we pretty much danced the night away like as much as we could because again, I had to be up like early in the morning, even earlier this time. I had to be downtown at like 8:30-ish. It was pretty brutal, but the night was amazing. I can't wait to go back and see you all again if you're watching this. Hey, hi. Thanks for coming. It was so much fun. And yeah, Miss Pamela was even there for a second. Went outside, said hi to Miss P while her car was getting pulled around with the groupie license plate. She's so adorable. But yeah, then I think we called it by like 2 o'clock that night or something. It was not crazy because we had to be up, like I said, and I was already exhausted. Like on the ride home, I was trying not to fall asleep while Demetrius was driving us all back to the house. But yeah, so here's some pictures from that night. It was pretty awesome. Check it out. Great, so now it is December 3rd, and this was like a big day. I was pretty excited about this, even though I was pretty excited for like every single day of this entire trip. So I was doing the Miracle Eye lookbook shoot. I got to do the December lookbook for Miracle Eye, which was quite literally a dream come true. Like, that was the first thing that we had planned together, and then Larissa had later said that she had some vintage items that she wanted to shoot, like in Studio 2. So I knew about the lookbook first, and I had been so excited. When she asked me if I'd like to model for Miracle Eye, I didn't think that she meant like the whole lookbook, and the December lookbook, like my birthday's in December, so it was kind of like a little mini birthday present to me. I kind of thought of it like that, so that was amazing. And we were shooting at Larissa's apartment that day, so I met her over there bright and early in the morning. Shout out to Olivia who came with. I was surprised I looked half like a normal human. I was praying that I didn't look like a wreck because I was exhausted. But we got over there and we started the shoot. Her house was so cute. She had like all of the perfect vintage decorations and had all of the outfits laid out. It just looked absolutely dreamy. So I was shooting with Larissa that day. She was doing the photography, and her boyfriend Brent was also helping us with some film and videography stuff, which will be really cool to see. And yeah, we pretty much just shot at her apartment and like around her neighborhood, which was really cool too, and at this French bistro, which was also totally adorable. And then once we were finished shooting, I think we got finished around like 5 o'clock. It was pretty much an all-day event. Everybody was beyond exhausted by the end of it, somewhat delirious, but it was fine. You know, we went to a vintage store when we were finished, and Larissa got some really cute glasses, and then we parted ways. So then we went and got some Italian food, and then I think we went to like a CVS, and then probably right back to Stardust House. Like, we were exhausted, so there wasn't too much energy in us left to do anything, so I think we both just wanted to sleep at that point. But yeah, here's some pictures from that as well. We got some amazing pictures, and it was so great to work with Larissa and Brent. They're both amazing. Their house is amazing. Larissa's story is totally inspiring, and Miracle Eye is an amazing company with super awesome like vintage reproductions, and the quality is great. And it's totally like ethical and sustainable, so if you're into that, which you should be, you should check it out. I think that you guys would really enjoy it. I totally enjoyed working with her. She was an absolute sweetheart too. Larissa, if you're watching this, just thanks for that opportunity. Alright, so now it was the 4th, and I think that Olivia and I actually slept in pretty late this day because I don't remember us doing anything before meeting up with Naomi from Daisy LA, so that's what we were doing that day. And we met there at 4 p.m. It says on my little note thing here. The shoot was really fun, super cool locations. Naomi was super talented and super sweet the whole time, so that was really fun. So once we were finished shooting for Daisy LA, we went to just, I think, like 3 different locations for that. We went and found this amazing sushi place and ate a ton of food, and then we, I think, just like walked around to some different stores. We did go into a Buffalo Exchange, I know, again, a different one, but because I found some really cool pieces, which I will show you really quick. So I got Andrew another shirt. This is his other Christmas shirt, so his present for me was 2 shirts, and this one I had to get. Like, honestly, it's so cool. These pockets are amazing, and the little embroidered guitar and musical notes and whatever. I love it. I love it! And he likes it too. It's got the snap buttons and everything, which he loves, so that was a totally good find. And then I miraculously found these Miracle Eye shorts, which was pretty cool, at the Buffalo Exchange. These they obviously don't make anymore, but that was pretty cool to find, so now I have that. And then I also got these like tortoiseshell kind of little booties, which I love little boots like this style. I wear them so much, so I have nude and black. So I saw these and I just had to get them too. So then after we were finished walking around and everything, we were kind of still looking for something to do. And Olivia saw Shaky Graves, who she's a really big fan of, was playing at a theater by us. So we got tickets, and of course we ended up going, like, you know us. Last minute concerts are the best kind of concerts. So we went down and we had a little bit of time to kill left when we got there. So I'd been texting Camille, and she met us down at the bar right next to it for some drinks. We just kind of hung out. She was really nice and ended up taking our bags back to her place, so we didn't have to like hold on to them during the concert. And then, yeah, the concert was super awesome, very cool, enjoyed the music. And then we grabbed a lift and I think went to Camille's house and hung out for a little bit. Her apartment was totally amazing. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you totally should. And her shop is super cool, and all of her photos are just like so out of this world, honestly. So check her out. She's amazing, totally hilarious, and she's great. So after that, we just went back to Stardust House because it was late and we were exhausted again. Like, that's the story of this trip. It was amazing and exhausting all at the same time, but I loved it. And so we went back to the house, totally crashed, and here's some photos from that day. Alright, so finally we are on the 5th, which was our parting day for LA. That rhymes, I'm pretty much Dr. Seuss. But yeah, it was a sad day. It was raining again. It rained a lot, our trip, which was weird, but we went down, I think, to Venice Beach again, I want to say, and walked around. We got a really, really good brunch with Stardust. Had some amazing French toast with like Nutella and I don't even know what else on it. It was really good anyways. The place was super cute. We found this place that was a hostel and also allowed us to like leave our luggage there for a little bit of time. So yeah, we just kind of ended up getting the brunch and walking around to different shops and just enjoying our last couple of hours until we finally all got lifts and Stardust went our separate ways, and Olivia and I went on to the airport where we eventually got on the plane back to Chicago and got to Chicago at like 12 p.m. and that was the end of the trip. But it was so amazing and so life-changing. I feel like, I don't know, there's so many people that I met out there that were just like people that I knew from the internet, you know, like pretty much everybody, which was so cool, you know, to actually like finally see these people in person and get to be with them, and it just feels so natural already. You already feel like you're friends. So it was great and I can't wait to go back. Hopefully I'm going back soon. Olivia's moving there the beginning of next month, which I can't believe. I'm very sad, but it's also going to be so great for her and it's a reason to go out there more. So I'm really excited for future trips to Los Angeles. I totally enjoyed my first time. Thank you to everybody who helped make my trip amazing, and I can't wait to see you guys again. If I didn't catch you this time, there's always the next. So I'm pretty sure that that's the end of my whole like LA adventure. It was amazing, great, wonderful, eye-opening, extraordinary. Thank you guys for watching and sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry the vlog didn't end up being as successful as I would have hoped. But yeah, if you guys want me to keep like trying, just let me know. Otherwise, if this is like enough for you guys to be like, okay, yeah, just like let her off the hook, that's cool too. But if you're like, I think that you can do it, you know, if you guys really want vlogs, I'll keep trying. So just let me know. Oh, I did want to show you guys this. I just got a new tattoo, a poke and stick from my friend. She did this. She was just like, I have a poke and stick kit. Do you want one? I was like, yeah. So I got a pine tree because pine trees are very special to me. I'm originally from Wisconsin, so, you know, they're just like everywhere up there. Northern Wisconsin anyways. Oh, and I also embroidered this shirt, and I'm going to be selling this kind of apparel, I think just via my Instagram for right now because I don't know how serious I want to be about it. But yeah, I'm gonna do like band merch kind of like this, and I'm gonna make some band merch for my boyfriend's band too, Abley House, who does all the music pretty much for my channel. It's only once in a while that I'll do music that's not his, just because then it gets like copyright flag and it's really annoying. But a lot of people ask me where I get that music from. He does it. He does Beatles covers. His channel is Abley House. I always link it in the description, so in case you're wondering, it's down there. And yeah, thanks for watching again. I'll see you guys later.